and I'm back to y'all with another story time. Y'all been commenting and telling me how y'all like my story time, so I'm back with another one. I also want to put out there, I'm about to mass record, so if y'all be like, that bit look the same, it's because I'm mass recording, because I got all these ideas going on, so I'm trying to hurry record them and edit them out before I not do them. So yes, also, yeah, I think that's pretty much it. We can get right into it. So as y'all can tell by the title, this is going to be the story time on, it's going to be a story time on the time the girl called my parents on me because she didn't want to fight. Yeah. So this story goes back to, I don't even want to say the year because I feel like people are going to put together who it is. But, yeah, it happened a couple years ago, and yeah, it happened a couple years ago, and you know what, whatever, it happened in college, so boom. At the time I had a friend who was one of my roommates freshman year, and basically me and one of my friends went to it was like called Oktoberfest, something like that. We ended up going to that, and mind you, it was freshman year. So and if y'all hear me sniffling stuff the whole video, my allergies, it's pollen outside. I took a Zyrtex or whatever that stuff is. I'm trying, so if I sound a little off, disregard that. Just get the message I'm trying to get y'all. But yeah, so it was Oktoberfest. Me and my friend went together because we were going to go to Columbia as soon as we were done, because I remember I had to go to Columbia and babysit my cousin who was from out of town. I had to go babysit my cousin from out of town when I got back. So we went there for a while. When we went there, like I said, we ran into my old roommate. So when I was talking to her, she was just like, yeah, and basically informed me that I had a second boyfriend. As you can see, the girl was shocked. The girl was too to speak. I was literally like, huh? Another boyfriend? I like, what are you talking about? Like, who told you that type thing? And she said that she would not tell me the person who told me because she didn't want to get in the middle of it. Now, right there, to me, did make sense, because a person's not going to have a conversation with you, and you're not responding, you're not telling what they want to hear, you're not talking back, saying something back. A person's not going to have a conversation with you if you ain't really, responding. So that right there told me, okay, you definitely know something, because if you had a whole conversation with this person and they was telling you enough that I had a boyfriend, for one, why didn't you like ask me or text me and let me know this ahead of time? Why would you tell me at Oktoberfest and at the table with other people? So that right there, honestly, when I'm thinking back, that was the red flag number one, because you should have hit me up about this ahead of time. But she didn't, and like I said, y'all, she also said, she doesn't want to get in the middle. That's a lie. Obviously, you were having a conversation with this girl, so, well, I mean, y'all can figure anyway. You was having a conversation with this girl, so it's kind of like, who is it? Because obviously I was talking about me. So if you're my friend, because she was friends with both of us, so if you're my friend, tell me who's saying this about me? Because I'm pretty sure if y'all had a boyfriend and people was telling you had a second boyfriend and you don't, you were like, okay, who told you that? Who said that? Mind you, if it's your friend, I'm like, come on, I know you didn't, she didn't briefly say that statement and y'all got off it. Y'all talked about it for a little bit, so at least tell me who it is, because I know you was talking shit. So just tell me who it is. Mind you, my friend didn't like my boyfriend at the time anyway, so I knew she would just be talking shit. Like, just say it. Who told you? So she said, I'm not gonna get in the middle to it, and at the time I was like, okay, whatever. Back to the story. I left it alone. So that was that. Fast forward, I remember Saturday, I guess the next day, Saturday, because I remember I was at the game on my golf cart, and I remember I was messaging the girl on a Saturday, like I said. So something happened. I can't quite remember how the encounter with her happened. I want to say I don't know, but of course, as I always have, I have the messages, but I can't, like, I remember the middle and the end. I even asked my homegirl, like, how did it start? She's like, I remember the middle and the end. I'm like, exactly, like, messages here. I remember all that, but I don't remember how it happened. But like I said, I remember it started on Twitter. It was on Twitter, and yeah, it started on Twitter. So basically, I'm just gonna start reading the messages, because maybe as I read with y'all, because I ain't told the story in so long, I'll start to put together it myself too. Cause yeah. Oh no. I'm sorry, I forgot to tell y'all. I think I knew the person, who the person was, or I can't remember if she told my friend, and we're gonna call my friend who was my roommate, we're gonna call her Kia. I can't remember if she told Kia I can't remember if Kia told me that it was Jay who told her this, or if I found out it was Jay. But either way, as the messages go. Okay, boom. So she was like, Bria, what's the problem? It's October 28th. I'm not gonna say the year, a couple years ago. So I was like, I was told you asked a friend of mine, and y'all gonna see it in the screenshot, so 2017, whatever. So I was like, I was told you have asked a friend of mine about me having another nigga. Simple as that. And your little friend got smart mouth, so that's another problem in itself. And if I can recall, y'all, I was in the elevator with her friend. And her friend, giving her friend, didn't have nothing to do with the situation. She was like one to one. If I can recall, I seen her friend on the elevator. And her friend, of course, didn't have nothing to do with the situation. But you know how friends kind of try to be petty and, you know, insert themselves in their friend's drama. That's kind of how it was. So I ain't gonna lie, I think I did remember like mugging a girl or doing, it was something of that nature. It was nothing too out of the extreme. It was just one of the things like, girl, go ahead. It was like that thing. But she was like, what's your number? I ain't having this discussion over DM, and I ain't asked about you having another nigga. Your boyfriends, quote unquote, told me that. And I asked Kim, and you came at her, how the F did you want her to respond to you? You funny AF. Now keep in mind y'all little backstory. I'm gonna tell y'all the backstory so y'all can figure out like, okay, how did this happen? Her the girl, she was friends, her mom is friends with my aunt, so she kind of know my mom, I guess, by association, because she was friends with my aunt. She was co-worker with my aunt, friends with my aunt, you know, like that. And she was her daughter, and we used to give her like old clothes to the person, like, you know, her little sister, like, you know, to help out, etc. Yeah, so that's how my parents know her and of her parents. So I just had to put that in this first. So mind you, I know this girl, so I'm like, skirt, pause, do what? So then she said, but you see me all week, so why you ain't just ask me all this face to face? So language is kind of vulgar, but y'all gonna see it. I'm gonna read it for what it is. That's just that. So I said, mind you, I was young. So I was like, nah, bitch, you funny. Because I was told by my nigga what the hell was said, and it wasn't seriously. But I forgot messy hoes will be messy hoes. Now, as I said, conversation over. You see me at school. If it's still a problem, say something next time. But trust me, if I been new, you would have been found out. So then she comes, and she's like, but then you come to Sash phone. You came to my room now, and we can discuss it. That's nothing. And girl, that's everybody, nigga. You the one look dumb. And when your nigga comes to the room looking sad, his friend said he just found out his girlfriend got another boyfriend. Why y'all ain't tell us? And my response was, I don't fuck with her. But you fuck with my clothes. Okay. And anyway, and I don't know if she got one or not. I never said you had another boyfriend. And you can listen to Ray Ray. We're gonna call him Ray Ray. Yeah, Ray Ray's dumbass if you want, but I promise you the one that's looking dumb, sis. LOL, I'm trying to help you for the past 3 weeks. Me and Kia been talking about telling you what's up. So the fact you come and trying to check people about a nigga that don't want you is funny. This is the same nigga that told me he ain't have a girlfriend, and the same nigga that asked me to be my side nigga, but y'all cute, sis. Now this is why I took it there. Now given, okay, this kind of does look bad, but y'all let me explain. Now given I had been with this dude for a while, it was a point where I was in college, and so he was in college the year before me, and he was a year older than me. So it was one of the things where, like, I'm not gonna say I wasn't really worried about him, but it was like, okay, I'm kind of doing me. Like, I'm in school, I know you're probably doing you, so I'm kind of really doing me. I ain't really my job, but I didn't have a boyfriend, so I was like, what? But yeah, so it was one of the things like that. So I was in a relationship with him, yeah, but it was just like, I'm in school, I'm not taking you serious. And then he was also one of the ones who get mad, you want to go out, and he doing the most. So I was kind of really just brushing him off. So all this was kind of new to me, but he also was still kissing my ass, as in like, I want to be with you, all the extra. So I'm just sitting here like, okay, cute, whatever. So I was like, we cute as fuck, and your side nigga, you're a whole downgrade. He going outside if that's the case. Now keep in mind, I was never no dummy. Now I acknowledge the fact, you know, niggas be doing what they be doing, and again, I wasn't. I guess I kind of restrained him like at this point, because it really wasn't like a. No, because kid y'all, a couple months later I ended up like breaking up with him completely. So like I cared, but I didn't care about that. It was more so you coming at me crazy, and this not what we finna have going on, baby. So to you, I'm defending me, and it's our situation, even though we having a whole nother conversation on the other side. Like, nigga, what is you doing? Like, you know, y'all know. So it was one of those situations. But you're not finna see me sweat, so I'm on that ass. So I'm like, so she like, that's your opinion, or clearly you ain't doing something right, sis. I said, ask him about me, sis. And she was like, and come to my room or meet me somewhere to speak out, to speak on this shit face to face. I ain't arguing with you over no damn Twitter. And this ain't the first time that you done came to a female phone looking at about your nigga. You look dumb as fuck, bro. We trying to help you. Now, I'm also confused as fuck because my friend, my at the time roommate and friend Kia, you don't want to get in the middle, but you're definitely in the middle, babe. You're the peanut butter to the jelly. You're in that motherfucker. Like, you're definitely in here. And the messages prove it. You're definitely in here, and you're definitely being messy. So, at this point, I'm just like, and I also don't know help because I'm not looking dumb, because, y'all, I done told y'all, at this point, it's kind of just like, it's here, yeah, but that's not like, I don't really care. So, I'm just like, because y'all don't even know what y'all got going on for real. Oh, y'all don't know what y'all think I got going on. And y'all really know what y'all got going on, because y'all confused. Y'all confused. And y'all starting shit with being confused. That's what it sounded like to me. So, I was like, at the time, like I told y'all, I was in Columbia because I was at the game on my cart. You know, working my cart. So I was like, I ain't at school. I'll see you Sunday though. Trust me. So she was like, ask him what. From my understanding, you and his girlfriend, you ask him when y'all stand, sis. And come see me 124B, or you can call me. Like I said, y'all, it was like the last thing. So I'm like breaking up with him for like weeks at a time. Like, no, I don't want to be in a relationship with you. Yeah, that's how it was. So again, females think they, you know how people think when they got one up. You know how that go. That's how it was. So, okay. Then I said, I've been single for a minute. She said, and you found out last night, so why you ain't coming to me? Oh, and you found out last night, so why you ain't coming to me last night? Yeah, we heard about you last night. Something about you want to fight and something about Sasha. Ooh, I said, I don't care. Shit, I don't care. Anyway, and something about Sasha. Well, we paid your goofy ass more attention, and if you've been now, mind y'all how she talking now. Keep up with the energy that's being given out right now. And something about Sasha, but we paid your goofy ass more attention. And if you've been single, why you coming to people's phone trying to check them about a nigga that's not yours and that I don't want? I said, bitch, I'm clearly in Columbia. You trying to hold me like a motherfucker scared? No, not the slightest. When I touch back now, you gonna see me. You missing the point. Don't ask people shit you're not comfortable asking me in a discussion. But like I said, Sunday. So she was like, you lame as fuck. Why you come to me yesterday? Why you waited till you got to Columbia to DM somebody? Keep in mind, y'all, this happened at Rocktoberfest. Like, it was literally, it was about 5, 6 in the afternoon, and I had told y'all I hopped right on the road and had came home. So it's like, babe, I didn't have time to really mix into it, but now I got time. So let's talk about it. So, and then she was like, what's your, oh, then apparently she had some screenshots. So she was like, mind you, these are the messages. Mind you, I think at the time I used to have my Twitter password, so I don't know if stuff is deleted, but it's adding choppy, but I got y'all. So she's just like, what's your number since you asking for the screenshot, sis? So boom, he sent his number. That's how I know, because he sent the number first. That's how I think I know he was in my account. He sent the number first, and then I had sent my number. I had to look type, I had to, you know, straighten it back out, but then I sent my number. So she was like, no, what's your number? She was like, man, I ain't wasting my time. When you get here, you can gladly hold my phone and see them. You don't get from somebody you don't like, baby. It's dumb. Dumb, because me back then probably would have threw her shit between the elevator. You would have got that phone back. But so then I said, nah, I'm gonna fucking send them. You bold, and I sent my number. And so she was like, girl, who you talk to like that? No, now I'm irritated. Now I'm talking to you for real. I mean, I was talking to you, but now I'm talking to you for real. So I said, you stalling, send them. So she was like, you really got me bent and stalling for what? Your feelings gonna be hurt, not mine. I was like, you lying. Put a laugh emoji. And she was like, lying about what, bro? You dumb as fuck. And I was like, how I'm dumb? You don't have shit to say. Fuck out of here. And she was like, I'll let you think that if you want to be dumb. I said, you a lame, desperate ass motherfucker. Because if you had something, you would have been sent them. And so she was like, bitch, nobody want his lame bitch ass, only you. But I'm about to send these shit since you want them. And I said, I'm waiting, LOL. And I think she did something to my phone, y'all. I kid y'all not. At the time, I had my 7. Because I remember that Christmas, I got an 8+ year. So I had my 7. So y'all know my message is long gone. But I swear, y'all. Where my faithful? Where my old faithful? Look at me. I should have had no cute because I can't even find them. But y'all know my old iPhone. If y'all seen one of my story times, you just see my old iPhone 8 Plus. I need to if I get that, if I can get it, and I know the screen messed up, but if I can screenshot it in time, well, in time before the screen go off, y'all know how that go. But if I can screenshot it and send it to the phone, I'm include them in this video because I got the messages on that too. Because I remember I was saying some other stuff too. But that was too far, and I don't even want to say that for YouTube because I'm sorry, but I remember I had said some other stuff too because it was asked about when the parents were brought to discussion or whatever. But so yeah, so but she ended up sending the messages, and we ended up, like I said, exchanging words over text messages. But it ended up tell how God worked. One day I ended up about to go to the gym with a friend, another friend who was in a story time. I thought we always want to go to the gym when something happened. But that's a hint. That was a hint for y'all. But we were finna go to the gym, and as I'm coming down the steps of P house, I see I'm like, oh, literally, I just saw my head was. I was like, oh. And my job, this was a long time, I was 17, so we weren't wearing no mask, so it was very much in your face. Yeah, that's you. So I'm coming down the steps. So she getting her groceries out her friend's car. Her friend, her messy friend. I just don't care. I'm calling names Kayla because she pissed me off. After a long time after the situation, she pissed me off. So yeah, Kayla. So Kayla and her friend Kayla was helping her get the stuff out of the car, whatever. So I was like, oh. And my job, I told y'all my friend, she was about to go with me. So I'm like, oh, you know, and I think I was on the phone. I was like, that's Jalen right here. Like, this Jalen right here. So I'm like, this Jalen right here. So she like, for real? I'm coming, I'm walking down now. So I'm like, yeah. So I said, you know, got the phone, I hung up the phone. So I was like, oh, Jalen, you got problems? Like, you know, you still got a problem? Mind you, her friend Kayla was screaming that we could have went to Highland Park and fought because that's where she used to beat bitches up at, y'all. So I'm running to her. So I'm like, yeah, Jalen, you know, you still want to fight? Like, my job, because I was finna to go to the gym. I was about to go to the gym. So I got that side. Like, I had the platform. So I'm like, do you want to fight? I'm like, you still want to fight? So I think she was like, no, I don't got no problem with you. You know, that, oh, you know, da-da-da. So it's just no problem. So I'm like, all right. So my friend right across, finally got there, so she across the street. If you know how, if you went to school I went to, you know that it's like dorm, kind of down the hill, kind of dorm. So by the time my friend walked, she was across the street, waiting on me on the sidewalk, and I'm still on the steps, like leaving the building. So she just standing there. I'm like, oh, okay, because I was just wondering. So boom, leave. That was that. She didn't want to fight. She getting her cases of water out the trunk. She don't want to fight. That's that. So fast forward, I was there maybe a week or two later. It's this thing. It was like an event going on at Chiefs. And I think it must have been a Thursday, because I think every Thursday it used to be college night or something. Thursday or Monday. It was one of the two, but that night we ended up going out. So we ended up going to Chiefs, and as I'm in line, I see Kayla and Jayla behind me. So, you know, if you know me, then you know. So at this point, I'm like, hee, like, oh, she behind us. No, she behind us in line. Yeah, she behind us. I'm being funny, I'm laughing, you know, like that. So we get in the building, because we was waiting in line. So we get in the building, and we waiting, you know, give our little $5 and walk in. And she behind me. So I felt like a bump, and it was like a. So I was looking, I'm like, did you just bump me? Like, what did you just bump me for? So she like, oh, nobody bumped you, did it? I'm like, yes, you did. I'm like, why'd you do all this? I just asked you, did you want to fight? Mind you, the cops is like kind of in the corner, because it's kind of like a bar type thing. So the cops is over there, and so yeah, the cops is over there. So they just kind of like, so our friend just like, just calm down, like just calm down before. And at this point, we gave our money, so we trying to walk. you know, that way. And she's standing at the door arguing. And I'm walking in. I'm just like, da, 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 da. Go back for my friend. She's like, just calm down. Got a close in here. You know, obviously she don't want to fight. We asked her the other day she didn't want to fight. So just leave it alone. Like, just come on, just leave it alone. So I'm just like, yeah. So, you know, leave it alone. Enjoy our night. Y'all, next day, I'm sitting in my dorm room on my bed. Kid y'all, I sit in my bed watching TV. And my daddy called me. And I'm like, So I answered the phone. I'm like, hello? He like, what the fuck you got going on down there? What you doing down there? I'm like, I said, huh? I'm like, what are you talking about? What are you talking about? He like, I was told you trying to fight somebody. I said, do what? She said, like, what? Yeah, I was told you trying to fight somebody. What you got going on? So I'm like, that's what she said. And I think she had told my parents it was over the dudes. I'm like, that's what she said? No. And so I'm gonna just tell the details that I do remember for a fact telling my parents. And that's why I said I feel like some of the screenshots are missing, because like I said, I definitely like remember telling my parents and stuff. But anyway, I was like, that's what she said? No. I was like, she tried to say ask your man how my meow taste, and you know, etc, etc. That's you know, nobody want y'all man this. So I'm just telling my daddy what's going on. So my dad was like, oh yeah, that sound more like it. So then I'm like, yeah. And I asked her, did she want to fight? I had to tell her about it. You know, I know I probably should do that, but I asked her, did she want to fight? And she said no, she didn't want to fight. I said, then we get to not too much later, she we at the club or at the bar, and she bumped me and trying to start in public because the cops there. But I already asked her. Somebody like, oh, like, yeah. So my dad kind of just like, oh yeah, because my dad tell you like, that don't sound like my child did that. So my dad was just like, oh okay, yeah, now we got the full story. So I'm like, yeah, that's what had happened. So my dad had went back and told her mama that, because she ran and told her mama, I guess, you know, y'all know, not telling the whole story. So she went back and told her mama, yeah, this girl trying to fight me, you know, da, 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 and ran back and I guess told her mama the bad parts about me, but didn't mention what she was doing. Anyway, I went to my parents and told them the whole, yeah, you got the whole 360. Like, no, this is how this started. This is how it started. This is what was said. My dad told me fresh. I'm like, this is what was started. This is what was said. Now this, she did this, then she did that, then she did that, and that's how we got there. And so it was just like, okay. So then my daddy had, like I said, they ended up calling her mom back and telling her like, nah, this is what happened, like this the real tea. And basically she was just her mom was like ashamed, like she was like basically like, I didn't know she didn't tell me all that, I'm sorry, you know, I didn't know that, you know, da da da, like my father bought me all about it type thing. Like she didn't tell me all this, so I didn't know. And my parents just like, yeah, you know, it's cool. And she's just like, I'm on the phone with my parents like, I don't want to fight her, I apologize for starting this, and I know I shouldn't. Now I'm sitting here like, girl, you trying to wave the white flag? Fuck your white flag. You don't start all this stuff with people and then run back when it's finna blow up in your face, and then try to lie, making it seem like I'm starting it. No. And then you really thought my people were just gonna take your word for it and not even come back and at least question me and see what was going on? No, girl. I don't know what type of holy water you drinking, but that's not how it go over here. No. But yeah, that's pretty much all that happened. After that, she ended up not like I said, not wanting she never wanted to fight, obviously, but she ended up basically kind of just dropping it. And it was one of the things her mom was like, don't say nothing to that girl, leave that girl alone, da, 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 da. My parents was just like, leave that shit alone. And I was just like, okay. So I left it alone. But y'all will say, don't get on me, don't get on me, don't get on me. Me and the dude still kind of like went out, because he ended up taking me out to eat. Like, we went to IHOP in the city that we stay in. And y'all, what was the odds of us seeing the girl in the parking lot with her people? Then I'll never y'all forget, my ex had caught the girl a fat bee, literally yelled it out the window and like drove off. Being petty. So I'm sitting here like, why would you do that? So the girl ended up, I think, calling, and she told her mama that too. She loved running to her mama like her mama can do something. But anyway, she went to her mama, and I guess I meant to mention, my ex, apparently his people knew her people too. So I'm like, Columbia is too small. So yeah, so he ended up telling that that wasn't him, that was me who said that. Obviously it was the male's voice, like, stop being pussy, you said it, you know you said it, like, are you scared? But yeah, So he called her little sister Fat Bees, and I forgot to mention her sister was there. And I was just like, I did not do that. As a matter of fact, I was like, why would you say that? And I mean, I was laughing because it was funny and she is indeed a fat bee, but like, why would you do that at the car window? Like, where did you get that? So yeah, that's the story time of the time someone called my parents on me because they didn't want to fight me. She called and tried to snitch and spill half the beans. Nah, baby, drop them pinto beans and black eyed peas. Drop all the beans. If you want spill the beans, spill the beans. And don't be scared to tell your side too, because anything I say, I'm gonna say it. My parents know I'm gonna say it. So it's like, if I said it, I meant it. If I said it, I meant it. So that was my first messy Monday. I got a couple more I'm gonna record, so I got y'all for the next couple Mondays. Also, y'all, I'm gonna do a segment where I do story times, but instead of my story times, y'all get to tell y'all story times. So how y'all gonna do this is y'all see all my social media handles. This is the intro, the outro, the bio. Y'all see it, it's stuff. So just basically message me on either one of them, and y'all can tell me a story about something that happened. I'm gonna read it straight from what you said and basically give my commentary and my feedback on the story. But it's literally gonna be whatever y'all say, however y'all say. You know, if the girl named Kia and you don't come my name up, I will never know, because I don't really know if the story is real. I don't know who it is. I'm just telling the story you told me. So y'all can change the names, leave them the same. Y'all can do what y'all do. At the end of the day, if they come across this video, I don't know you, baby. I'm just telling the story. I'm sorry. So cover up your names, hide the names, do what y'all need to do. But yeah, that's gonna be a segment that I'm gonna start doing story times, but subscribers edition. And I'm gonna let y'all tell whatever stories y'all want to tell, you know, get off your chest. It's anonymous, so I mean, you know, it's like a form of therapy. It's like a form of therapy. Help me help you. But yeah, that's it for this story time. I hope y'all enjoyed it. Make sure y'all like, subscribe, comment, tell your friends, tell a friend, tell a friend, and I'll get back to y'all next video. See y'all later. Hold on, swallow up. I forgot to put this in there. It's like editing, y'all. But I meant to mention, when you know everything, like I said, came down, I ended up telling my parents everything. I ended up telling them the part about the Rocktoberfest and what was said about the whole boyfriend situation, all that. And my daddy told me, he was like, well, typically he was like, a dog don't take a bone and don't carry one back. So he was like, so that right there should tell you that girl she definitely talking shit if she was talking shit about you to her. So I'm like, yeah, some of that was like, cut her off, don't even say nothing to her, don't speak to her no more. He was like, just cut her off. Shit, people like motherfuckers like that don't even deserve an explanation. So I'm like, okay. Like, cause anytime my daddy say go, like, so I'm like, yeah, you're right. I'm not, no. So I never get y'all. She came up to the lunch table, mind you, we're in college, y'all. So she came up to the table. So she like, hey y'all, and I look back and look down at my phone, and never spoke to that girl again. She never spoke to me again after that, because honestly, I wouldn't speak to a person who didn't speak to me after I spoke either. But she never spoke to me after that. Never spoke to me again after that. I never spoke to her, and I was just that. But oh well, bye Rocco.